Violet Jessop was an extraordinary woman whose life reads like a novel of survival and resilience on the high seas. An Argentine-born British ocean liner stewardess and nurse, she's best known for surviving not one, not two, but 3 major ship disasters involving the Olympic-class vessels RMS Titanic, HMHS Britannic, and RMS Olympic.
I was on Titanic and her 2 sister ships.
All 3?
It all started when I was a girl of 17. My mother was ill.
So I decided, as money was urgently needed, to try myself for a position as a stewardess on a ship.
Violet was born in Argentina to Irish parents. She moved to England after her father's death and became the main provider for her family. Despite suffering from tuberculosis as a child and being told she wouldn't live long, she beat the odds early on. Violet began working as a stewardess for the White Star Line around 1908 to support her family. Her role required strength, grace, and resilience, qualities she proved to have in abundance. RMS Olympic, 1911. The Olympic collided with the British warship HMS Hawke. Though damaged, the Olympic didn't sink. Violet was aboard and unharmed, but it was a chilling foreshadowing. RMS Titanic, 1912. She was 24 when she boarded the Titanic as a stewardess. She survived the famous sinking after the ship struck an iceberg. Violet was placed in lifeboat 16 and reportedly handed a baby to care for during the escape. The baby was later claimed by its mother, adding an airy human touch to her survival tale. HMHS Britannic, 1960. Serving as a World War I nurse for the British Red Cross, Violet was aboard the Britannic when it hit a mine in the Aegean Sea. The ship sank faster than the Titanic. Violet was injured when she had to jump into the water, and her head was struck by a lifeboat's propeller, causing a lasting head injury. Yes, she survived again. Violet returned to sea and worked for many more years, eventually retiring in the 1950s. She wrote memoirs published posthumously, giving a rare first-person view into early 20th century maritime life. Known as Miss Unsinkable, she became a quiet legend of resilience. She never married, despite receiving at least 1 marriage proposal from a former sailor she once served tea to.
I even got a marriage proposal from one of the passengers. But later in the year, the Olympic collided with another ship, the HMS Hawke.
Survived 2 of the most famous maritime disasters ever, and one lesser-known yet dramatic incident. She had an uneasy feeling before each voyage, especially on Titanic and Britannic. Her life highlights both the danger and the allure of maritime careers during the golden age of ocean liners. And so, Violet Jessop sailed not just through oceans, but through history. With quiet strength and an unshakable sense of duty, she faced death 3 times and lived to pour tea, tend to the wounded, and walk the decks again. While others called her Miss Unsinkable, Violet never saw herself as a hero. Just a woman doing her job, guided by faith, instinct, and remarkable luck. She eventually laid down her stewardess cap, retreating into a quiet retirement where she tended her garden and memories, leaving behind a tale that still baffles historians and inspires storytellers. In a world where many sink under the weight of fate, Violet Jessop didn't just stay afloat. She sailed on.